Republican Jim Douglas of Vermont is the chairman of the National Governors Association. Democrat Deval Patrick's Massachusetts is still feeling the aftershocks of having a Republican take Teddy Kennedy's seat. So you've come to Frozen Washington. You've had your convention, or are in the midst of it, actually. So give us the view from outside. When I'm assuming some of these 86% of Americans live in your states,
yes,
and what are they thinking?
Well, may I, Jim?
Go ahead.
First of all, I want to say we are very well led in the National Governors Association by Jim Douglas, who's a great friend, and we work together on a number of things. And frankly, I think that the public I represent is keen to see more of the kind of cooperation that Governor Douglas and I share. You know, I'm a Democrat. I'm proud to be a Democrat, but I didn't run to be governor of the Democrats. I serve everybody. And I think that expectation is there, and it's a fair and appropriate expectation of the public for people we send to Washington as well.
What most irks your Vermont folks?
Well, I think the gridlock that we see in Washington, to which Deval referred, we have two major political parties in our country, and that's fine. They have different points of view, and the robustness of the political process is that those views come to the table, they're debated and reconciled, but ultimately something has to happen. The work has to be done. The streets have to be plowed, or the budget has to be balanced. And I agree that in the National Governors Association we have a much more collegial relationship. We talk with each other. We learn from each other. Deval and I hosted a health care forum last spring at the request of the president. We have to get the job done. And when we look at Congress, all the bickering, the inaction, I think the American people are really fed up.
And if I may add, Candy, it's unseemly, to use a tactful term, to see so many people sit on the side, so many people in office sit on the sidelines and root for failure. I think most Americans, no matter what their political background or political party affiliation, if they have one, want their president to succeed. And I think this president, by focusing on health care, by focusing on job creation, by focusing on the anxieties and the sufferings of the people of this country, is focusing where people want him to. He does not pretend to have all the answers and never has. He's been open to ideas from the other side, and that has shown in the legislative agenda that he's pursued and the substance of that agenda. But I think that the American people are going to hold accountable those who simply sit on the sidelines and root for failure. We can't afford that.